Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to be talking about the brand new red cooler that has come to DB Legends. So obviously cooler looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, he looks pretty damn cool, and we're gonna take a look at him. We'll talk about his banner and just everything about him. But Cooler looks really solid, and he actually looks incredibly powerful. His team is pretty powerful. He fits perfectly with a ton of top tier powerful opponent units. He just looks really good. It seems like they actually really nailed this Legends Limited character, and I actually think a lot of people are going to enjoy this guy. If you have the Chrono Crystals to summon for him, I do not, but he looks excellent. So in terms of Cooler, just to kind of talk about him, obviously, in terms of his ultimate skill, he's got the Death Glider, which gives plus 40% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. It does a minus 50% to the enemy's sustained damage CUT effects for 3 timer counts. It will also do an additional 30% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts if the enemy's remaining health is 50% or low. So basically, it's a great ability to really help finish people off. Kind of resonates with Cooler's obvious abilities. His main ability is going to be I am the Great Destroyer, the Taker of Life. He destroys one of his own cards and draws Death Glider. You restore your own health by 25%, ki by 40, so you can basically fire it off. Your arts card draw speed goes up for 20 seconds. You nullify the enemy's restore health when it reaches 0 effect, and you nullify special interactions that can cover change. So basically, if you use his main ability within combo and you can then use Death Glider next, you're basically going to auto finish anyone that's around that 50% health threshold range, which is pretty good. It works quite nicely with what he does. In terms of his normal special move, Death Flash gives 25% to special move damage, shortens the ally's substitution counts by 3 on hit, which is helpful. His special skill restores his own ki and gives additional damage to his next special move and to his damage inflicted. So if you combine all his moves up, he can do some pretty crazy special damage. It's very clear that his special damage is something to kind of build around. Blasts inflict the enemy with 10% to strike damage received. He's a striker, obviously. And in terms of his unique abilities, he has 20% to damage inflicted against Super Saiyan tag. He has 90% to damage inflicted, 40% to strike damage inflicted, 15% to strike damage inflicted by allies other than this character, which is nice for a strike-based build. He then restores his ki by 30, changes blast art cards into strike cards, increases card art's draw speed by 1, 50% to his next strike art damage inflicted, and reduces next damage sustained by 15% when he switches in, which is obviously pretty good. He will also nullify own unfavorable element factors if there is a tag Super Saiyan enemy. So overall, pretty nice stuff. It can also apply the following effects to self when the enemy switches character while he's on the battlefield, and he'll restore his ki and draw a strike card. So he looks pretty good. He looks really solid actually. Thouser also looks like a really nice supplemental unit onto the banner. Obviously extreme units in Legends can actually still be good. I think a lot of people make the mistake of thinking they can't be, but Thouser looks pretty decent to help supplement a powerful opponent's team if you don't have some of the premier units. Thouser looks decent, I would say. It doesn't look like massively exciting, but he looks pretty decent. Very similar to how Tapion looked relatively useful as well. So yeah, in terms of obviously his banner, I think he has a very, very good banner. I think there's a lot more value on it than the Trunks banner. I just look at the units. The All-Star Wicked Bloodlines unit is pretty usable. The All-Star Frieza. The Legends Limited Frieza should be okay as well still. Not to mention the Super Saiyan 4 Legends Limited Goku is pretty solid. You still have some pretty interesting picks like Tapion, Full Power Broly. I think overall I like the feel of Cooler's banner a lot more. I think there's a lot more units that you will actually probably run on your team on Cooler's banner. If you were to be a new player, pull on Cooler's banner, you'll probably pull a lot more usable units for your team although the Trunks team, obviously, you know, Future Gohan is still pretty solid, and the, you know, Blue Legends Limited Trunks is also still very solid. There's a lot more mechanics into making the Trunks team work, whereas with just Cooler, you can make things work nicely. And we get very lucky in Power Legends Limited, but just not Cooler, so that was very weird. Very weird, very close to being very cool, but very weird. But yeah, so I can't summon, but you definitely should. Cooler's banner is awesome, he's awesome, and I wish you guys the best of luck. But I'll see you in the next one.